interesting about this business, or I guess any business, is how much I need to buy or spend money on that I didn't even think. Either I didn't think of it at all, like an expense, or I didn't know that it would require upkeep or maintenance, or that I would need to buy as much of it as I do, like boxes or paper or stickers or tape. Finally bit the bullet on this guy. It was about 50 something, $60 after the coupon, but I think it's gonna be money well spent. Shelves that were once already fully stocked are kind of barren. Most of this is actually right here, if you can see that. Most of it is actually just rack space taken up by boxes that are already packed up. This is kind of the last of the inventory. It's right here. These two half shelves, and that's it. There's a bunch of bigger boxes here on these shelves, and something that's kind of unprecedented for this week is that these are bulk orders, right? I think this one customer here, one of my very first instructors actually, he ordered 300 rolls. Now that's the largest in terms of volume and order value of any customer in Cloak and Dagger's history. With that being said though, it takes a lot more trunk space. Just landed in Sacramento, the ball sack of California. Now let's get our guns. Made it. Got our rental car from Enterprise, and she gave me a free upgrade. Now we're in the sweet whip. I'm gonna look for some food. I'm probably gonna gear up, if you know what I'm saying. Because from what I hear, whenever I tell people, locals that I'm teaching here, they're like, bro, where are you staying? Because they're worried about my well-being. So hopefully, I'm gonna sit with this, but hopefully we can find something to eat and then get ready for tomorrow. This might be the not so healthiest breakfast, but I was just listening to a podcast and they're talking about In-N-Out, so we got us 2 double-doubles, some fries, and a Diet Coke. And I thought this would be a good opportunity also to kind of talk about what this entire... Well, first of all, what am I doing here? Kind of started off abrupt, working up with the camera. Maybe I could just put it here. First off, what am I doing here? And that kind of ties into what do I do? I am currently in Sacramento. It's early April. Literally touched ground about an hour and a half ago. Had an early morning flight. And I'm starving. But came here to teach a 2-day red dot pistol class. Mostly from concealment. That's kind of my main thing. I teach from concealment, red dot pistol. But I've got almost actually 60% or so more law enforcement who either carry appendix or strong side, or they carry off a duty belt like regular patrol officers would, or SWAT guys or something like that. So it's been an interesting mix of students, but it's been fun. I've been all over the country. Last year's when I first started doing this thing. So this is really my first time coming, or this is my second class ever coming back, returning as a teacher. And last year was great. We had Tyler there, we had Bob there, we had Matt there, and Tyler's actually a returning student, so we might actually meet him later tonight. But that's what I'm doing here in Sacramento, and then that's kind of going into what do I do. My name is Ken. Hi, everyone. My name is Ken. I said that already. But I am the owner of the operation, Cloak and Dagger. My website is CloakandDagger.Solutions. I teach all over the country red dot pistol to law enforcement, military personnel, private security, private citizens, church security, all that kind of stuff. Kind of bridging the worlds between competitive shooting and concealed carry, because those two things actually are like the same, but the context is a little bit different. But the technique is all the same. So that's what I do. And I also make retail stuff, canvas bags and pacer supplies and stuff to repair your targets. But the reason why I want to start this channel, let me eat a little bit before my food gets too cold. But the reason why I started this channel was because I really want to document my growth as a shooter, as a new father too. I'm a new father, husband, as a Christian as well, and also as a business owner and instructor. The biggest thing that has made me not do this until now was really, I think, some kind of fear, anxiety kind of bias, where I overanalyzed. I'm not much of an overanalyzer. I'm much more of just a jump in the deep end kind of thing. Before, I think, in my early 20s to like before that, I think I was definitely like analysis paralysis prone kind of individual. But now I'm just sick of waiting. And I think that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing in that, unchecked, it can be very impulsive. And that's where my wife kind of balances me out. But well done, well executed, it definitely helps me kind of just learn as soon as I can, with calculated risks. So my main thing that was holding me back was, hey, like, you need to have a whole format of your videos. You need a way to make it interesting, way for people to like want to watch your videos, and have the right setup for stuff, have the perfect day to record. Stuff that's important, yes, but not necessary to begin. So at some point I was just like, F it. I have no idea how this is going to go. I have no idea how these vlogs are going to turn out or what it's like while I'm recording. All I know is if I don't start recording right now, there's going to be no vlog. And I'm going to lose a bunch of documentation on the progress, because I know as a shooter, as a business owner, as the leader of my household, there's things that are moving so fast that I can't even like list to you if you ask me like what's new. It's like one of those things that if you ever met up with a friend and you ask them, hey, what have you been thinking about lately? And they're like, dude, so much. And then you say like what? And they literally can't remember because they didn't write it down or whatever. And you know that there's a lot that's been going on. It's kind of like that. So I want to make sure I'm keeping track of everything so I can come back and see what kind of progress has been made. But also, if I'm in a rut, I can also see what I did to get out of a certain situation and kind of replicate that. Also, to be more of a guide than a hero. That's a quote I heard. It said, don't be the hero, be the guide. So yeah, this is my channel. And I'm showing my business. I'm showing my range days. I'm showing my life. But this is not about me. I think that's like the main thing I want to get across is like, this is just like insert yourself into this situation as applicably as you can. Try to see if you can learn from it, I guess. I'm going to re-record all my failures and all my triumphs. And hopefully that just imparts wisdom. That's my main thing. As I'm going on through life, I'm realizing that the main thing for me, and I bet it's this way for a lot of young men and women out there, and maybe older women and men too, is the ability to keep focus. And so even with this kind of content, and I see a lot of content out there, especially in the gun world, and I don't think it helps you maintain focus. And so from a productivity standpoint, not a busyness standpoint, because those things are two different things, I want to help you guys out. I want to help myself out, be disciplined in documentation, and I think there's going to be some trickle-down benefits from that. So hopefully this is going to be interesting. I'm excited for this 2-day class. I'm excited to see what kind of consistency comes out of these vlogs, how these are received. As always, if there's specific things that you want to see or want to just talk about, leave them down in the comments. But I'm going to eat this food. I almost didn't show you guys. Here we go. I don't get In-N-Out often, and in Texas, there's In-N-Outs. You guys ever do that? Like, you come to a brand new place and you should be eating something that's only from there, and you get like the same thing you can get just at home. I got 2 double doubles because I'm freaking hungry, with both kinds of onions and the chilies inside. I don't see the chilies. First bite. It's still pretty hot. Here we go. I think it tastes different in California. I think Chick-fil-A is better in Texas, and now it's better in California. All right, go down this, check into the hotel. Might meet Tyler later tonight. Might get a lift in. I'm gonna try to not go too hard because I need a demo this weekend in class, and I need to kill it. Couple funny things are, I guess the last time I came here, what's a little bit different? I'm staying in a different motel. I don't know if it qualifies as a hotel. Last year I stayed at a Motel 6, which was just right down the street. This was about a year ago. I stayed here mid-April last year. So now I'm at a Wyndham, and I chose this place because it had complimentary breakfast. I'm doing this entire trip, just in terms of flight, rental car, and lodging for like $700-ish. So, I mean, that's balling on a budget. At this point in time, small class, just got to make it work. We're going to scale, get our name out there. But in the meantime, for everyone who's coming to my classes, you're going to get the best treatment possible. I'm investing a lot in you. We're just going to do the Lord's work here, guys. Just do the best we can. No expectations. Just do what we can. Very thankful to my wife and my daughter for letting me do this. It's hard to formulate plans without expectations. And sometimes, you just this is what you got. And my wife and I were talking about last year when I came to Southern California, and I was kind of perusing the area we moved from prior to Texas, and just seeing at each stage of our relationship where we scaled from and evolved from. Man, it's just been going like that. Or I guess this way for you guys. So, I'm being patient. I guess really impromptu room tour. Front door, you saw me walk through there. I'm for sure using that. The room is okay. I mean, the bed looks nice and spacious. I'll probably still sleep on that 1/8 sliver on that side because that's what my wife trained me to do. Something that is not that common, even in the nicer hotels, is like a full fridge. And a microwave. I don't see that all the time. We got a sink here. Oh, you know what? I haven't even cleared this space. Any bodies? We got what we need. No complaints. Really no complaints. Maybe the smell. It's okay. I'll take a Tylenol. It's fine. She made it. Old Faithful. Here's another good thing about carrying all your ammo in these, and then putting these in, shameless plug, canvas bags, is that if these somehow explode, you can either tape these, and then for sure they won't unless like the actual plastic breaks. But if it did broke, it's still in a container to spill out into, so that's the plus side, and then you're gonna pour it in there anyways, and then you're gonna use it all, so the work is done for you essentially. Now let's do this quietly so no one hears. smaller bag too. That's probably what I would say is like a comfortable, safe amount to zip up without squeezing things in. And then we've got, obviously, this guy can hold well over 1,000. This is what I gotta do night before class. Might as well get some work done. Gonna load up all my mags. Have everything loose in here, whatever doesn't fit my mags, and I'll put my mags in my bindle. And then we just shoot. California is known for its Korean food. I'm Korean. I mean, Texas has some pretty good Korean food too, but found this place on Google reviews, and I'm hoping it's good. You never know. I've already started on this. It's okay. A little strong sesame oil order. This guy came kind of late. Side dishes are solid. Very well pickled. This year, Glenn, I think his title is Operations Manager at Linden Gun Range, hooked it up. Last year we had a great bay, great experience here at LGR. Second time here. And I mean, the first time was great. The bay was just a little small, but it's okay. We had a small class. We have a small class again. One guy unfortunately had to drop out, but the bay is legitimately like 4 times larger. Check this out. I think it's like 50 by 50 or something like that. I mean, it's huge. He also hooked it up with like 16 barrels. I mean, I think he worked a little bit with, or asked for permission from like the club here to let us borrow some equipment. We've got some net walls here, bunch of target stands, some fault lines. I guess we've got some poppers, more target stands, and a bunch of sticks over there, more walls. But man, we are in for a treat. Really cool thing about this range too is it's in a very like rural area of Northern California, so the drive is very pretty. It's very quiet here. Air's nice and fresh. Last night was not good sleep. Someone, like one of my neighbors, was like arguing with their girlfriend or something until like 4, blasting music, slamming doors. It was like, I had my gat real close. One of the reasons why I'm trying to record this is, yes, to document like my growth as a shooter, my growth as a small business. I hate saying that, small business. It makes me feel small. My growth as an entrepreneur. I'm in a very like blessed position to be able to go around all over the country and meet all sorts of different people. Some people I've been talking to for years. Like one of the students here, Tyler, I had him last year in class. But I had known about him for like 4 to 6 years, all the way from like freshman year of college. So I used to watch his like fitness videos and stuff like that. And it's cool because now I get to be friends with him and lift with him, and he puts up way more weight than I do. I thought it'd be really cool to be able to document all the different people I'm meeting and the things that I'm eating and the locations I've been to, show my kids one day and also look back on it one day, and maybe even the students too, if they want to see how they've grown personality-wise, shooting-wise. And I'd love to, you know, have some follow-up with them in the future as well. So I thought it'd be a shame to not record it, man. Like, that's the main thing is, why not? Why not? A great ambassador for your kingdom. So now, we're just going to eat a little bit, set up, and wait for the students to come. It's going to be a great day. I can feel it. I can feel it. start off with a little bit of a recap from yesterday. We'll start off with one-shot return, just so that we can kind of train our eyes and our hands, that calibration. Right? Because there's two ways you can kind of think about this. One part is vision, right? Am I even like looking at the spot intentionally? And potentially more important, or equally as important, is am I able to stay on that spot? Right? So there's the visual aggression portion, which is like the intensity of your vision, and then
of your hook to it. Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's the initial, like, yeah, how fast can you acquire that spot?
Okay.
And then, like, on a transition, right, it's like, how fast can you acquire the new spot?
Okay.
The visual focus element, though, is like visual endurance, kind of like how long can you stay fixed to that spot? What are you thinking?
Yeah,
What's your stage plan? At home, so I want to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
Coming means a lot.
Hey, watch this.
Thanks. Even with that?
Oh, come on. You had a mag handicap there.
And also, here you go.
Thank you. Oh,
Happy
that's
birthday.
super sweet.
Look at this. Do you think I should change it? I don't want to. You try it?
Which one is that?
Apex.
Say hi. I'm gonna send this to China. Great 2 days of training, demo at a time. Students are great. Nothing more I can ask for, but hopefully, actually there is something more I can ask for, and that's a safe flight back home. So let's see if everything gets checked in through TSA okay, and then we'll be off in the air.